Hi there, I'm Alex from the Southern Ukulele Store, and this week we're going to feature a ukulele that's very much the missing piece in the puzzle for me. I've had lots of ukuleles I've wanted to feature, comparison videos I've wanted to do, and as you'll note, last week I ended up kind of just making a video of lots of random things because I couldn't tie them together. The missing piece is here. Some of you will recognise this headstock, some of you will recognise this F. This is a Flight A10 Koa, the newest model in the anniversary series, and I wanted to feature it a few weeks ago, but it was a bit late arriving. I wanted to feature it against the Kauai KPT 1K from last week, and some ukuleles and some koa loas, and all of these really nice Hawaiian Koa things, because Hawaiian Koa makes the world go round in the ukulele world. Lots of other contemporary woods, lots of other alternative woods are out there, but really if you want the Hawaiian sound, Hawaiian Koa is the wood that we all aspire to have. At least at some point anyway. Personally I've gone down the mango path, but there's something about that orange grainy Hawaiian Koa. When you get a really nice piece of Hawaiian Koa and you shine it in the light as well, you get these multi-dimensional layers that just invite you in. And the A10 Koa is one of those examples. Now, Flight obviously make the Mustang, which is acacia, which is tinted orange to simulate the look of Koa. They do lots and lots of very, very cool ukuleles in the A10 range already, but the Hawaiian Koa one is really Flight's first toe dipped in the pool of a kind of high-end Koa ukulele, and it just looks very, very cool. It's based on a kind of style 3, so you think of Martin, you think like front binding, or a ukulele K3, you think of rosette and front binding, and the rosette itself is a really nice dark ebony, so it's black ebony with some trim, and then the binding is actually slightly lighter colour. It's rosewood, which works really nicely against the orange of the top and the side. The Flight A10 series is slightly bigger than the average Flight tenor ukulele. It's almost a super tenor size. So if you actually look at the proportions of this, it's jumbo. It's got that super jumbo shape to it, but it's slightly more subtle than say a Miller Jumbo or a Ukulele super tenor. You still have a 17-inch scale with an ebony fingerboard, and the dots on this are very nice. They're invisible dots. They're the dots that you're not supposed to see, but thankfully when you need to, you can see them. You have Flight's A10 slotted headstock. Something that ties all of these A10s together is this offset slotted headstock with gold tuners that have white pearloid buttons. You have a 38mm nut width with a really nice wide 30mm string spacing, but the neck itself is not too deep. Speaking of the neck, I think this might be the first time I've ever seen a maple neck on a Koa ukulele. How does that affect the overall feel and presentation of the uke? Well, it looks very, very odd, I must say, from the back. It looks great from the front, and when you're playing it, I really love the feel of maple. I'm surprised you don't see it on more acoustic instruments. It feels softer than mahogany in my hands when I'm playing. It just feels a bit more forgiving than a lot of the other wood combinations out there on this kind of thing. Flight use a pin bridge design on the A10s with a nice bit of maple trim that you would kind of blink and miss from a distance, but it's the small things when you get up close to a high-end ukulele, those tiny details that get you all excited about it, I certainly find. And finally, it's good to talk about the luthier built element of these instruments. The Flight A10 series are all built by a single luthier. They're built in batches of 4 or 5, but still they are not a kind of run-of-the-mill production line instrument. They are a more high-end option, and they don't feel like a Flight. That's something I like. A Flight has a very distinctive feel to it. These do feel like somebody is there really refining what they build. But enough about me talking it up. Let's hear it, because that's where you're going to love it. Let's give it a play and see what you think.